Namaste. Welcome back, stellar stargazers, and welcome to our new Cosmic Curious listeners. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Heather, and you're tuning into the Stellar Soulcast.
If you love astrology, you're fascinated by history, or on a journey of self-discovery,
or maybe just a little cosmic curious, you're in the right place. We're here to bring you unfiltered, authentic astro news to help you grow and thrive, just like a stellar sprout.
Woohoo!
Hey.
So, we are on episode 2. Yay. We are digesting the 12 zodiac signs, and in an easy and simple way. No astro dictionary needed. All right? We're going to help you learn a little bit about yourself and decode your sun sign traits.
Exactly. And we also do want to mention, we didn't say this in episode 1, but right now we're just focusing on Western astrology.
Yes.
So going forward, that is where our emphasis will be on for this episode and just continuous episodes. And then we have some fun stuff in store in the future.
Oh, yeah.
But we just wanted you guys to keep that in mind.
Yes.
All right. So do you want to go and explain our little zodiac wheel, Sophie?
Yes. So our zodiac wheel represents the 12 constellations of the zodiac, and it gives us the concept of what our sun signs are made up of. It's the position of the sun in the zodiac wheel at the time of birth. It reveals your basic personality traits and inclinations.
Exactly. And the one thing that we do want to clarify for all of you guys is that for those of you that are new, you're probably familiar with your sun sign or your zodiac sign, because that's what's identified with when you were born. But there is a whole chart to digest that goes into a much deeper dive of who you are. But we'll get into that later. And for now, we're just going to focus on that beautiful concept of the sun sign traits.
Yes. And if you haven't already, as Heather's mentioned, look up your birth chart.
Yes.
Or even if you do a quick Google search, if you do a quick Google search, you can find out where your sun sign is. All right? And that is looking up the day you're born.
Exactly.
Yes. Actually, we'll be giving them some insight, right?
Yes.
Because if you're new to all of this astrology knowledge and you hear maybe your birth date is within the time that we're talking about with each of the signs, you'll know your sun sign. So we're going to break it up into the 4 groups by element, and those elements are fire, earth, air, and water. We're going to begin by talking about Aries, who kicks off the zodiac, and Aries season starts from March 21st to April 19th. The symbol for Aries is the ram, and their characteristics include energetic, assertive, outgoing, and since Aries starts off the zodiac wheel, they tend to be described as a rush of energy, similar to how we feel about spring. And with Aries, most March Aries are known to be ruled entirely by Mars. We're not going into planets today, but they often come off as the textbook Aries, and they embody signs like the stereotypical strengths and weaknesses. They are sometimes seen as impulsive, headstrong, and they take charge. While April Aries, on the other hand, are the risk takers. They are co-ruled by Jupiter. As I said, we're not going into planets, but these are just little fun facts. And for you to stay tuned, because we will be going deeper into that later. And with these April Aries, they go after their dreams and will often not decline to join in on an adventure. So, Heather, I'm going to let you talk about some famous Aries.
Yeah, some famous Aries out there are Jackie Chan. We have Mariah Carey, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yes.
Lady Gaga and my favorite, Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
To me, I think he's the most embodiment of the Aries. And it's just because he came back from such a dark spot in his life and just became the face of Marvel and just kind of like went forward and captivated himself as Iron Man. I feel like Iron Man can kind of be like an Aries, like Tony Stark can kind of be an Aries.
Yes.
Like they're 2 in 1, which I really, really think is really fun. Which is something we can see later. Like if anybody knows if Tony Stark's an Aries, drop a comment.
Hell yeah.
But also let's touch base with some historical figures. Some historical like figures, which I thought was very interesting with Aries being the kind of like the trendsetters because they start off the Zodiac. We have Leonardo da Vinci, Vincent van Gogh, Thomas Jefferson, Maya Angelou, and Muhammad the Conqueror, what's sometimes called Muhammad the Conqueror. All of these guys or individuals in their own respect are very forthcoming in starting initiatives for their individual types of like Leonardo da Vinci painting and the Declaration of Independence and just an activist. So I thought that they very much embodied the Aries.
Yeah. A lot of these individuals do embody that trailblazer leaders in certain aspects.
Yes, I love that trailblazer leaders.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yes, for sure. But you know what? Segueing out of the Aries and into another fire sign, which is
Leo. Yes. So with Leos, Leo season begins from July 23rd and goes until August 22nd. Their symbol is the lion, and some characteristics for the lovely Leos are their creative sense, being dramatic, friendly, generous, loud, loyal, prideful, and warm. Leos are typically known to be bold, creative, and loyal in nature. They are very protective of their loved ones and will go to no end to make sure their family and friends feel loved. There are some people who will say Leos are about me, suggesting they're selfish and they can express effusive energy towards things that they're interested in. And if someone goes against those things or those that they love, they'll bring out their claws. And I have to agree as a Leo. Okay. There isn't much distinction between July and August Leos. However, some will say that August Leos may exhibit a bit more of a grounded and practical side as they are closer to the end of Leo season. And those in July possess a slightly more fiery and outgoing nature as they start off the Leo season and could be more inclined towards leadership and taking charge. So some famous Leos.
Our former president, Barack Obama.
Yes.
We
August
have an August Leo.
Mm-hmm.
We have Madonna. We have Kylie Jenner, J-Lo.
Mm-hmm.
All really cool people that I think shine.
Yes.
As you know, that as Leos have that captivating nature really of the sun, so to say. Some really fun historical figures out there that I thought were really cool were a little bit opposites of one another in some kind of way, but very Leo. Like, so you have Jacqueline Kennedy, right? The former first lady of JFK. But you also have Napoleon Bonaparte. Like, come on now.
Right.
Like the Napoleon complex.
Right.
Very, like,
that pride.
Yes.
Pridefulness that is associated with Leos.
Yes. But then you also have some amazing people out there, like, well, I mean, not saying that the other two aren't amazing, but just maybe some more well-known people in the spotlight, like Whitney Houston. You have Lucille Ball, aka I Love Lucy. You have Neil Armstrong, the first person to go on the moon, to walk on the moon. But then you also have some, I guess, going next to Napoleon here, I actually forgot to mention, you also have Mussolini.
Yes. the Italian dictator.
During World War II. So you have some really, this is a really cool one. Amelia Earhart.
Yes.
I think that was cool.
First woman to go across the ocean to Europe.
Yeah.
Even Alfred Hitchcock, the filmmaker. So you'll see that creative sense. You'll see the boldness and the courage, right? When we even see Amelia Earhart being able to fly solo across the ocean.
The courage of the lion.
Yes, the courage of the lion.
In Amelia's case, the lioness.
The lioness, yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So Heather, I'm going to let you take us into the final fire zodiac sign. All right. Big up to the Saggies.
I am a Sag. So me and Sophie probably have a little bias towards the fire signs.
Yes.
But we love all of you guys.
We do.
But let me kick off Sagittarius. So Sages are between November 22nd and December 21st. The symbol for the Sagittarius is known as the centaur, or AKA the archer. Our elemental sign, as we are aware, is the fire sign. Some characteristics of Sagittarius are optimism, charismatic, and we're boundless. So some of the fun things about Sagittarius is that we are known for our love of travel, new experiences, and generally our positive outlook on life. We have such a strong desire for knowledge and understanding, and we often question and explore different perspectives. And sometimes because we tend to be outspoken, we are seen to be like maybe a little assertive or rude, but that's not our case. You know, I think that we are just misunderstood because we are very strong-minded in speaking up for what we believe in.
And I think also with Sagittarius is you guys are one of the signs for the people. So usually when a Sagittarius is speaking up, it's usually towards a greater good in some sense.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yes.
We have such a strong love for people and adventure and just what we believe is what's right.
100%.
Do you want to kick us off with some fun people in society that are Sages?
Yeah, totally. So Nicki Minaj, we love the Queen Nicki, okay? All right, Queen Nicki.
And I think she's right by my birthday, too.
She is right by your birthday in December. We also have Miley Cyrus. She's a November Sag. Ben Stiller, another November Sag. We have Jay-Z. He is a December Sag. Brad Pitt, also a December Sag. And Jake Gyllenhaal, who's a December Sag as well. Looking at some historical figures, Winston Churchill, Prime Minister, Mark Twain, the author, also Jane Austen.
My favorite. My little love for romance novels.
Ooh,
Jane.
Yes. We love Jane Austen. Bruce Lee with his martial arts, Noam Chomsky, the philosopher, Ludwig van Beethoven.
Yes.
Some amazing, right? Scores, songs. Nostradamus, all right, astrologer, and psychic, low-key, high-key. And last, another dictator, Joseph Stalin, all right? So we have those, you know.
Hey, we had two crazy people from.
Right?
Wait! Did you just realize I just made a correlation?
What?
I have Stalin and you have freaking Mussolini.
Yeah.
What's the fire sign?
What's up with that?
Wait, what was Hitler?
Okay. He was a Taurus, so we're safe.
Okay,
all right, because I think he takes the cake. But we're not going into that today, all right?
No,
we're not going into that today. But what we are going into is the earth signs. And we are talking about Tauruses next. So it's actually fitting that you mentioned Hitler. But not like that. Okay, so Taurus season, all right, goes from April 20th to May 20th. The symbol is the bull and some of their notable characteristics as being loving, maternalistic, obedient, stubborn, and can be rigid. They have a tendency to focus on their home environment and their strong sense of self-preservation. They enjoy material possessions and the pleasures in life, thanks to that Venusian energy. Some say April Taurus exhibit more effusive, flighty, and social behaviors, while May Taurans are more independent, detail-oriented, and laid back. But let's talk about some famous Taurus that we have.
We have a lot of singers here to talk about.
Yes.
We have Adele, Cher, Chris Brown.
Yes.
We also have some other, not singers, but we have Megan Fox.
Actors.
An actor,
Yeah.
actress. And then we have Dwayne Johnson, famous actor or wrestler, however you want to see him as The Rock.
Yeah.
Rock is cooking, right? That was
The
that.
Rock
I think
is
that was it,
cooking.
right? Was that his thing? The cooking?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
Probably,
man.
though.
I
Someone
think
comment down.
so. Yeah.
Comment down below if you know if it's The Rock is cooking.
But no, we have some really cool, innovative people. Queen Elizabeth II, the late queen of England, or the United Kingdom, I should say. We have Karl Marx, William Shakespeare, Catherine the Great, Malcolm X. I just want to correlate here with Queen Elizabeth and Catherine the Great and Malcolm X. All three of them are leaders, innovative leaders in their own regards to what they stood up for. And we have Karl Marx, we have Sigmund Freud, Audrey Hepburn. Let's go into our next Earth sign. So Virgos, Virgo season is between August 23rd to September 22nd. The symbol for the Virgo is the maiden or the virgin. Their elemental sign is, of course, Earth. And some characteristics of the Virgo are they are analytical, they could be nervous, serving, and also self-sufficient. The private sign of Virgos, or the maiden virgin, are sometimes considered to be perfectionists. Yes, they are also very analytical because of their observing nature, especially leading into their creative nature. Reading a situation and going forward into that observation brings that type A personality, right?
Yes.
That perfectionist personality, which can also kind of hone into that little of that nervousness there, into that anxiety of wanting to just go forward with it. And that's what I think is very interesting about Virgos.
100%.
Love it because they are very, they can see the whole picture in a way. So Sophie, you want to go into some famous people that are Virgos?
Yeah, so some famous people who are Virgos, right? And one that you would probably say definitely fits that perfectionist and very analytical sense. Beyonce, September Virgo, and then also Zendaya. We also have Keanu Reeves. Okay, definitely Keanu, amazing actor who has anyone would say has perfected his craft of acting. There's also Prince Harry, who's a September Virgo as well. And some historical figures who were Virgos. So we have Mother Teresa, the humanitarian, Queen Elizabeth I, the English monarch, H.G. Wells, the author, and Roald Dahl. Yes, the writer.
Yes.
Matilda.
Yes.
So it can be said that Virgos have given a lot of contributions to entertainment, to literature, all around. Just really influential people. The humanitarian. I mean, most people are aware of Mother Teresa. We also have to give honorable mention to performer and artist Michael Jackson, as well as MJ and Freddie Mercury. All amazing artists. So we are going to move along to the last earth sign that we're going to talk about. Of course, the last earth sign that there is, Capricorn. So Cappy Caps, Capricorn season goes from December 22nd to January 19th. Their symbol is the sea goat. And some characteristics that are associated with Capricorns are ambition, practicalness, and aloofness. Capricorns are known for their strive for prestige. They are hard workers and don't mind giving endless amounts of time towards things that are within their interest. They are very competitive, which feeds their ambition and hardworking nature. They typically prefer to be reclusive and low-key. They enjoy a high-quality lifestyle, and they fill their life with all of their favorite things. They say December Capricorns potentially are more adventurous and are creative, while January Capricorns are a little bit more disciplined and traditional. But of course, it all just depends on all the other signs.
It's the December Capricorn.
Listen.
They have the influence. Hey, come on.
They have the influence of Jupiter all up in the grill.
Yes.
Okay.
What's up? I mean, like we said, we're going to planets later, but Jupiter's the ruler of Sag. So,
we love that for them. It breaks up that rigidness.
Okay. Hey, and later on, I can't hate on no Capras because I have Capricorn all over my birth chart. So, okay, we'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. We're just excited. We're excited to teach you guys.
Yes,
for you guys to learn
Capricorn's
more.
my most prominent element. I mean, sign.
Yeah,
I would say Earth is my most prominent element.
Right.
Anyway.
It's wonderful, and it's all up in your birth chart grill.
Absolutely. But on that fun little note there, let's go into our famous people in Capricorn. We have Michelle Obama. Oh my gosh. All the like innovative things she did for the kids during that time, like, for school. We have Denzel Washington. He is a December Capricorn.
Yes.
We have Dolly Parton. We also have the up-and-coming Timothy Chalamet, even though he's been an actor for a while. His face is everywhere. And then some really cool historical figures that we have out there. We have Martin Luther King Jr. So we have MLK. We have Muhammad Ali. We have Joan of Arc. She really a huge figurehead back many centuries ago. Isaac Newton, Richard Nixon.
Wow.
Watergate.
I didn't know that they were all Capricorns.
Yeah, there's so many, and I think that it's a huge array. We have J.R.R. Tolkien. Let's go.
Yes.
My precious.
Oh.
No, but just honestly, a big array.
Yeah,
we have civil
there's actually
rights.
quite a bit of Capricorns that were
Look at
involved
this.
in
Author, actress, musician, boxer, philosopher.
yeah, humanitarians.
Wow.
And just involved in a lot of different areas, actually, like between music and literature and political figures and societal leaders and actors and just
very well rounded.
wow, yeah, it's actually mind blowing.
Yeah,
Because they do live really low key lives.
Yeah, for sure.
But
and their ambition too to go forward.
Absolutely,
like all these people here were very ambitious. I mean, to make it historically figured, you have to become a historical figure. I should say you have to be ambitious, but these are people I would say are very up there in their thrive to go forward, which is a very Capricorn thing.
Yes.
But leading from there,
we are heading into air signs. All right. So for our air sign friends.
Hey,
and listeners out there, shout out to y'all, but shout out to everybody. All right, so let's start it off with none other than the gemstones. All right, Gemini, we love the twins. Okay, Gemini season begins from May 21st to June 20th. Their symbol is the twins, as I kind of highlighted and hinted just now. And some characteristics are their dynamic nature, their ability to be communicative, creative, humorous, and oftentimes high-strung. Geminis are known to be very good with communication due to their planetary ruler, Mercury, and they often excel in areas that involve writing because of that communication, tie. Some of the most notorious rappers are Geminis, but most of them are social butterflies. They master things like networking, being the glue in the friend circles, and probably could get any sort of information out of you if you give them the opportunity. There aren't many differences that I could find between the May and June Geminis because they really just are that social, outgoing, extroverted, really all around people.
Yep, that's that dual personality.
Yes, that dual personality where they can bend and be whatever a situation needs. Yeah, so
I love it.
Yeah.
I love Geminis.
Yeah.
And some really cool prominent figures. We when he's Kanye Westing,
the old Kanye.
We have Angelina Jolie, Johnny Depp, Tom Holland.
Yes.
What's up, Tom?
Yeah. Kendrick Lamar, Tupac, Notorious B.I.G.
Yes.
All Geminis.
All Geminis.
Actually, Lauryn Hill's also a Gemini.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of lyricists.
Yeah, I was gonna say so many lyricists.
Yeah.
A lot of famous rappers. Like, that's
coincidence?
Crazy.
I think not.
And then historically, going on to lyricist.
Yes.
I mean, she wasn't a lyricist, but she was a writer. She was Anne Frank. Look at that, right? Witty with words. Ooh.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely witty with words.
Sharing message.
Mm-hmm. And but we also have Prince. We have Marilyn Monroe, yes. JFK. So just people that are honestly people. Like you know what I mean? But people. Mm-hmm. I like that. Like, it's really just people that know how to mold into the different crevices of society and cultural perspectives, and just have that humanitarian, holistic approach to life.
Right.
And I think that's amazing.
Yeah. And like with like everything that they do, like somehow being able to captivate people, like even like with Marilyn Monroe and JFK, I guess. I mean, I don't want to lump them together, but I mean, they were both iconic around the same time. And
you know, they were iconic.
All right. They were iconically in the bedroom. Okay. But even Marilyn Monroe, like, and just the essence that she brought to society and being such a like beauty standard, she, you know, really changed the game
100%
in a certain sense, where she was like personable. She was really talented. She like cared about people. And that's like one thing a lot of people, I guess, don't really know about her, is that she really did, you know, not just stick to one group or one set, or just like the people in Hollywood. Like, she was
100%.
And of course, JFK was you know, everyone loved JFK.
Especially Marilyn.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But out of all seriousness, everybody did. Like, JFK was, he was a people president.
Yeah, he was. All right, so let's talk about Libras. I'll let you.
Sure. So Libra season is September 23rd to October 22nd. Their symbol are the scales. Some characteristics of Libras are they are usually exceptionally relatable. They're into peacemaking, artistic, and they're very just people. They're also known exceptionally for their elegance, good taste, charming nature, and peacemaking.
Yes.
So some things about the September Libras is that they tend to be a little bit more independent, thoughtful, sometimes moody and sensitive. with their feelings, but are also outgoing individuals, I would say. And then for October Libras, they're more docile and emotionally reserved.
Yes.
And I have my grandma and my dad, and I feel like that describes them very well.
Oh,
like
wow.
I always say they're very Libra. Like I love everybody, but I just always loved Libra energy. Like I don't know, it's just something.
It's the
warm.
Venusian. It's the Venus.
Yes, that must be what it is.
Venus.
There's something warm about Libras. But Sophie, I'll let you kick it off with some famous and historical figures.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's talk about some famous Libras. So Eminem, all right. Everybody loves some Eminem. All right.
Guess who's back?
Back again. All right. We also have Will Smith. All right, September Libra. Serena Williams, also a September Libra. We have Cardi B, we have Gwen Stefani, and Kim Kardashian. All right, some historical figures. Mahatma Gandhi, the peace activist. Eleanor Roosevelt, the diplomat and first lady. John Lennon, the musician. The Beatles. Oscar Wilde, the writer. F. Scott Fitzgerald, the author. And I'm going to butcher this name. Frederick Nietzsche. Nietzsche? Frederick Nietzsche, philosopher.
Yeah, the philosopher.
All right. So, so there you go. Some famous and historical Libras.
What's
I have to
up,
say,
Libras?
I think the scales is perfect for a Libra.
Oh, snap-a-doodles. I love it. I love that. Oh, man.
Justice to the people.
I like that. Justice to the people. So we want to segue into our last air sign.
Yes, last but not least.
The Aquarius.
Yes, Heather, you do this one justice.
Oh, all right. Aquarian season. January 20th to February 18th. Their symbol is the water bearer. Some wonderful characteristics of our Aquarians are they are often eccentric, spontaneous, and innovative.
Yes.
So, Aquarius, you all are known for imaginative, innovative, and humanitarian approach to life. You're social butterflies, right, who often they have to cultivate a large community because they love to be the center of attention.
Ooh.
I love it though. I love Aquarius. They can appear very humble sometimes and other times highly critical and demanding. They tend to try to think in the most, how would you put it, logical and intellectual way possible. They often thrive in areas of science. They aren't afraid to take chances and put themselves out there.
Yes.
So, and I guess we'll go a little bit very briefly into January Aquarians versus February Aquarians. So the January Aquarius are potentially more free-spirited and emotionally driven, while February Aquarians might lean towards intellectualism and a more reserved demeanor.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I have to say, you said something that, sparked a little light bulb in my head. And it was that Aquarius like to be the center of attention, and I think sometimes Aquarius and Leo have beef because Aquarius are apparently known as the we. Right? But Leos are supposedly about the me. But you know what? Most Aquarius that I've met are literally about the me. So I'm coming for the Aquarius. I love you guys.
Snap.
I do. I promise.
Snap.
I love y'all.
Oh,
but
man.
I think someone got it wrong. So comment down below if you agree with me or you think I'm wrong.
Going off of that, honestly, someone there that might be able to comment on that is Oprah Winfrey. Our girl, yes. Oprah's an Aquarius.
Yes. Talking about the famous Aquarius. Yes.
And Ellen. She might have some snide remarks to you with that. What's up, Ellen?
At me.
Hi.
Just kidding. We are not coming for these people.
No. We love them. Obviously, we love them.
Yes, we do. There's also Harry Styles and Shakira.
Shakira.
Shakira. But
I love
also,
Shakira.
no, hell yeah, I love Shakira. I used to
don't
try to
lie.
dance like her when I was younger in my room.
What up?
So, some historical figures: Abraham Lincoln, our former U.S. president, many years, centuries ago. Not even years. I'm sorry. Anyways, Rosa Parks, our civil rights activist.
Wait, you didn't say it. Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Wait,
Did you say his name?
No. Oh, I was talking about Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, Shintaki mushrooms.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. I was going down the list here, but speaking of former presidents,
two of them,
Abraham Lincoln and Franklin D. Roosevelt was a U.S. They were U.S. presidents, but they were also an Aquarius. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry.
My bad.
It's all right. Virginia Woolf. Oh. My sister loves Virginia Woolf, the author. Yeah. Thomas Edison, inventor. Totally could see that. We love that he created light bulbs.
Yes. Or is the one credited for it.
Oh. Okay, that's a conversation for a later date. Okay. James Dean, the actor. There's actually something interesting about him that we will talk about in a later episode about celebrities and their astrology, because he has a lot going on that we could talk about associated with astrology. And lastly, Charles Darwin, the naturalist.
Oh, and Galileo.
Oh, Galileo,
the astronomer.
Yeah, the astronomer.
Hey.
Referenced in Bohemian Rhapsody.
Is this the real world?
Galileo Figaro. Okay. Anyways.
Oh, man.
We got to keep moving this forward. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
To our water signs.
I go too much into the references and stuff.
No, love it.
All right, so let's start off our water signs with Cancer. So Cancer season starts in June. So it starts from June 21st to July 22nd. Their symbol, you guys' symbol, I should say, is the crab. And the element, yeah, we're talking about water. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So the element for our lovely Cancers is water. Their characteristics is that they're intuitive, they're emotional, nurturing, protective, sometimes can be reclusive, and loving. It's said that Cancers have a nocturnal element to them, as they're ruled by the moon. So whatever energy that they produce usually gets turned inward and aids in them having that intuitive sense about them. They can also be in tune with others' feelings and of course their own, which is why sometimes they're coined to be sensitive. They definitely know how to be nurturing and supportive, as they are known to be awesome lovers and great parents. Not biased because my mom's a Cancer, but it's just a thing. So there tends to be some differences amongst the Cancers. So they say that June Cancers tend to be a bit more passive and subdued, a bit more calm, and are considered to be better verbal communicators. Maybe some influence from Mercury, but they may be a bit more sensitive as well. July Cancers, on the other hand, are said to be more outwardly expressive of their emotions and can be persistent and aggressive, and a bit more physically expressive as well, and playful. So, Heather, tell us about some famous Cancers.
Ooh, okay. So some famous Cancers that we have currently walking amongst us. We have Tom Hanks.
Oh.
Selena Gomez. Mm-hmm. We have Elon Musk. We have Ariana Grande. Let's see, and we also have Post Malone.
Oh, Post Malone, yes.
And some historical figures out there: Princess Di, Princess Diana, Nelson Mandela, Oh my goodness.
It's
Nikola
a tongue tie.
Tesla.
Yes.
Ernest Hemingway, Helen Keller, Henry the Eighth.
Oh, wow.
Talk about emotional.
He cared about the people. Henry the Eighth, right?
Yeah. Sure. He cared about killing his wives.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking about the one with the table.
Huh?
Who's the one with the table?
The table.
Or the circular table, and he wanted
King
everyone...
Arthur.
Oh, sorry, definitely not him.
Yeah, no, you do not want to be the lover of King Henry. With the head. That's not what he said, but it's applicable. We have Louis Armstrong, Carl Jung, Harriet Beecher Stowe. Oh, wow. Okay, we'll move on to Scorpio.
Yeah, let's go to Scorpios. We will talk more about Cancers and the ruling planet in a later episode, so make sure that you subscribe wherever you're listening to this podcast so that you're able to see or hear, I should say. You'll be able to hear our next episode regarding planets. All right, so now let's talk about Scorpios. Their season goes from October 23rd to November 21st. Their symbol is the scorpion. Some characteristics: they're dynamic, they're sensual, magnetic, intense, strong-willed, and they can be pretty persuasive. They have that ability to transform, right, with that water influence. And they can be a bit secretive and possessive. They are highly driven and goal-centered. Now, I wasn't able to find many differences between Scorpios or what astrologers would say that some big differences are, but some suggest that the personalities can differ a bit, while like November Scorpios potentially being a little more intense and less reserved, and October Scorpios are quite the opposite. But let's talk about some famous Scorpios.
Some famous Scorpios out there. We have Drake, and sorry, I wasn't laughing at Drake. I was laughing at the beef.
Oh yes, the Kendrick Drake beef.
I was thinking Kendrick.
They not like us.
Oh God. We have Leonardo DiCaprio, Katy Perry, Kris Jenner. So we have some pretty dominant, I would say, like, personalities out there.
Word.
Yeah, I like that.
A descriptive word, I should say, because literally Kris Jenner, goal-centered, goal-oriented is like an understatement for her.
For sure, 100%.
As well as Leonardo DiCaprio, because he's been on our screens since like the 90s.
And not even 80s.
Oh, since the 80s, yeah.
Yeah,
actually,
you're right.
Like a baby. He was a teen. Or a child actors before. But anyways.
I guess like Titanic really highlighted him.
Yes.
Where he was like, that was like his cute peak. And when he wasn't like creepy with dating people. All right, let me stop.
Well, it's probably what Hollywood did to him. But anyways.
No, but I do love Leo. Like Leonardo DiCaprio and what he does for the environment.
Yeah. He's a big activist outside of being an actor. He really goes above and beyond to bring awareness to our planet.
Absolutely.
Taking care of it.
But moving on to some historical figures out there. Marie Curie, amazing scientist.
Yeah.
Theodore Roosevelt, a former U.S. president. And Martin Luther, the reformist, right? So I thought all three of them, you have religion, you have politics, and then you have science.
Yeah.
So I thought that was very intriguing to me.
Right. And just a little something about Marie Curie. She, did not stop in getting recognized for her contributions, I should say, to science, which led her to win a Nobel Peace Prize.
And die doing what she loved.
Exactly.
Yeah. 100%.
So, shout out to her. But I mean, everyone, but especially her, because, we just, never mind. But yeah. All right. So let's dive in. So Pisces season starts from February 19th to March 20th. The symbol for Pisces is the 2 fish, and the element water, of course. Their characteristics being dreamy, creative, mystical, and empathic. Pisces ends the zodiac, and they're said to have a little bit of all the previous signs. As other water signs, they are very in tune with their emotions and will often lead lives that involve being of service to others. They're very adaptable. They're dreamy, of course, because of that Neptunian influence, and they can be idealistic. Their vivid imagination and childlike spirit allows them to run wild and create a world around them that they feel comfortable and they absolutely thrive in. So now let's talk about some famous Pisces.
So some of the famous Pisces out there we have Rihanna.
Oh, yes, the billionaire.
Umbrella.
Oh.
We have Albert Einstein. We have
yes.
Justin Bieber.
JB.
What's up? Beebs.
Eba.
And then some historical figures. Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh.
My favorite, Steve Irwin. Oh my God. I would watch his show, Crocodile Hunter, all the time when I was a kid. But we have Elizabeth Taylor, Michelangelo, George Washington, the first president of the United States, with
and his wooden teeth.
And his wooden teeth. We have Alexander Graham Bell. And we have, okay, wait. I guess this is my other favorite. This is the anthropologist in me, Jane Goodall.
Oh, yeah.
The primatologist. I wanted to go to her birthday. They had tickets.
Oh, man.
But
what happened?
I didn't want to go by myself.
You have so many friends.
I didn't ask anybody. I just let it go by. So, you know what?
Next time.
I should have asked you.
Yeah.
I was like,
I love primates.
I love Jane Goodall.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it. But, moving on, maybe this didn't resonate with you and maybe it did. But one of the things that we really want to emphasize here is just remember you have a whole natal chart, which is essentially your cosmic fingerprint. So you have your moon sign, you have rising, you have houses, and just so much more that we will go forward and decode one episode at a time. So if you want to take off, or maybe they want to do a little bit of some soul homework, some cosmic homework.
Yeah. So as you continue your journey with us, what we want you to do is identify what parts of your sun sign you relate to the most and which ones resonate with you.
Yeah. And for our next episode, we're actually going to go more into a deep dive of the four elemental signs that we spoke about.
Yes.
So here we lump them together, but we're going to deep dive into what the characteristics of the elemental signs actually exhibit. So we really just want to thank all of you for listening to our second episode. We encourage everybody to please rate and review the podcast. Follow us on our socials, all the information in the body of the description, where you can follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, and email us if you have any questions.
Right.
And, just go forward and please share this with somebody else who you think is just cosmic curious. On that note, Sophie, you have anything else you want to say to our stellar stargazers?
I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We really had a great time recording this and bringing this to you guys out of, the many people out there who are cosmic curious. I hope you guys got a little bit more insight. And as Heather said, make sure you share this with someone who is also cosmic curious and check back in with us for future episodes as we are going to decode astrology.
Yes. And on that note, we just want to remind you all to keep reaching for the stars and trusting the vibes. Until next time, stargazers.